Hello my friend and welcome back. My name is Anna and today I have a first impression, get ready with me combo kind of video. But if you're curious about anything that I mentioned in today's video, what I'm doing in other pockets of the internet, I always have links down below in my description box. And none of my links are affiliated or sponsored. If they were, you would definitely be the first to know, because then that means I'm kind of someone important online. And I don't copy and paste other affiliate codes, so you're shopping clean links for those of you that care. I did my eye look off of camera because I didn't have a new eye product that I bought. I made some purchases at Ulta and it was almost kind of like a full face, but then it's not. So I'll let you know what's new, because some items are brand new that just came out, and then some of them are just new to my collection. So that being said, let's start with primer, and I'm going to go in with the NYX Marshmallow Primer. I have the Plump, the Pretty Plump, basically the dupe of the Milk Hydro Grip one, and I really enjoy it. I don't have sensitive skin, and I would say that I'm semi acne prone, but I don't have sensitive skin. It's kind of dry, I would say that my skin's kind of like a combo, because I get oily in my T-zone, but then everywhere else can be fairly dry. So we'll see. It has a sweet scent, kind of similar to an artificial sugar scent. But it feels nice on the skin. It feels more like a moisturizer. But I can already see it kind of blurring the skin. And it's kind of tacky. Not grippy like the other NYX primer, but just tacky enough that I can feel some kind of stick. I think that's pretty good. Okay, and then this is a new item, and I've been looking for a new foundation. I'm a huge fan of skin tints, but I was looking for something that was a little bit above a skin tint, but wasn't anything too full coverage, too heavy. I'm personally not a huge fan of cakey kind of makeup. But some days I need a little bit more than a skin tint, just due to, I don't know, skin imperfections, if you will. So Ulta has what's called the Complexion Crush Medium Coverage Foundation, but it's also called a tint. I think this is brand new to Ulta, but I think this is a reformulated of an older product. This is just confusing to me because it says that it's medium coverage foundation, but it's also a skin tint. So I'm not quite sure what the texture of the formula is going to be. I'm not a huge fan that it's in one of these little caps, but I don't know. We'll see. It kind of feels like a heavy, thick foundation. I got mine in the shade light to medium warm. That's usually the shade description for my shade matches. But I'm just going to dot it in, and hopefully a little goes a long way. It feels gel-like, but I don't know, it also feels kind of heavy. Let's see what happens. It's blending really nice. I would kind of want this to be more of a skin tint kind of formula. Again, I'm just not a huge fan of anything that's too heavy. But it wasn't hard to blend out. It doesn't look bad. I like the coverage. I don't know, it feels like when I'm wearing my Fenty Eavesdrop, I'm not really noticing anything on my skin. I can see it in my reflection, but I can't feel it if I'm not looking at it. And that little dot that I made seemed to be more than enough. And it's blending nicely into my skin, like it's not giving any weird peeling or anything like that. I'm just gonna go in with my normal concealer. I've been really in love with the NYX concealer serum. I think it's one of my favorite formulas. Even for a lightweight formula, I still get a lot of coverage. And it's played well with almost all of my foundation products. I don't like to do my eye look first. I kind of like to do my base and then my eye product on top. But just for the sake of the video, I did it first. I usually don't do that. And then let's play with the new NYX Wonder Stick. I have mine in light medium. It's like a contour highlight kind of stick. It's a old product that they brought back. I kind of wish it was more like a bronze and blush kind of duo. I think that's more in trend now with makeup than contouring and highlighting. But I think that there's warmer tones for the cooler tones, I think. And I know one of the sticks like is 2 blushes. I didn't get the blush stick because I thought a product like this makes more sense to me than having like a blush stick. I already have tons of blushes. I don't mind having a cooler bronze or like a cooler kind of contour cream like this, because sometimes I just do a contour and a blush, or I'll do like a bronzer and a blush, but I kind of put both products in the same spot. I think maybe it's because I'm more of like a neutral kind of base. I can get away with both. It just kind of depends on the kind of look I'm going for. But it goes on pretty nicely and blends out pretty nicely. I'm using the Sigma F05. It's like a smaller kind of contour brush, I think. I just like it for my cream bronzers. I think that's pretty cute. Okay, and then there's also like a highlight end to this, but it looks pretty like pink. I don't know, like, is this like a highlight shade? We'll see. So before I put any powder, I guess I'll just put this on. It has a little bit of like a pink cast. It's not highlighting in the way that, like, I think we all think highlighters like traditionally highlight. I think it's just adding like glow to your skin. Like it just kind of leaves it more like dewy kind of finish, like a shine. What am I trying to say? I don't know. It's like a creamy kind of like highlight, but it's not like a sea from outer space kind of highlight. Let's see. I'll take it a little bit on my nose. It just catches light in a way that brings like shine to your face, but not in like an oily way. Maybe if I put like a blush on top, it'll make the blush look a little bit more dewy, kind of creamy. I'm just gonna go in with my Kaleidos blush. Like, I don't know how much the highlight really does, but at least the contour part is nice. I kind of wish that it really was just like a bronze and blush kind of duo. I think that would have been a lot better. Okay, and then what do I want to do for my lips? I did get a new NYX lip liner. It's almost like this entire video is like full face of NYX, but there's happened to be like a promo for NYX when I was making my order, and I wanted to try these new Line Loud lip liners. I'm a huge fan of like their suede and their other classic lip liner. I think the NYX lip liners are like really good, and not just for the price, like they're just really good products, and you can almost find any shade imaginable under that line. This one seems more like a nude for me. Like it's my perfect lip liner kind of shade. Like I could fake fuller lips with it. Okay, so I did get the Simpsons and Makeup Revolution. It is the lip tint. I thought this was like a cream blush, but it's not. I got the shade Rad. I think this is sold out on the Ulta website, but it's still up on the Makeup Revolution website. It's recyclable packaging. Like this is just like cardboard packaging. I'm really disappointed that this isn't a blush, and it definitely is very clearly labeled lip tint, but for some reason I thought this was a blush. I knew that there were cream blushes in the collection, but it turns out they were in like packages like this, the blush and the bronzer. I've never used a blush and bronzer in this kind of container, so I don't know. But I thought this was a stick blush. I think that this is just like a normal chapstick. Like, you kind of had to press it in. It's almost too balmy and too like oily to just kind of like swatch it on, I think. I wish it was a blush. I'm not that impressed with it. But I do have this is Creamy Milky Lip Gloss from NYX in the shade Milk and Honey. Maybe if I top it, I'll just have nice, shiny, pouty lips. It's okay. I'm not that into it. And then final thing, I did get two setting sprays. I did get the Ulta Beauty and Steffi Lynn Wanna Be Free makeup setting spray, and I did get the Simpsons Makeup Revolution setting spray. I think this one is also sold out on the Ulta website. I don't think that there's anything special about this. It is called like Summer of Love, but I don't think that the spray has any like scent or anything. Like it's not labeled in any way. The packaging, like, I don't know, were they trying to save money with this packaging? It's definitely recyclable, and I think if you like the kind of mist that it gives off, you could just repurpose it. But I also think that the Ulta one is like that as well. I'll go in with the Ulta Beauty one because I think that one is still available. I think it's a limited edition though, because it is a collaboration. Yeah, I'll just use this one. It's a fine mist, but a lot comes out. And I'm just gonna fan my face. So this is the final look, and I think it turned out pretty well. Let's talk about the skin tint because it wears like a medium coverage foundation, but it doesn't feel like a medium coverage foundation. I can't tell if like I'm as kind of dewy as I am from a number of things. I did try a number of new products. I think that the Marshmallow Primer is more, I think if you were a bit on the more oilier side or dewy side, I don't know how much you would like this one because it's definitely already giving shine to my natural like oil zones, and it makes me wonder like if I wear this throughout the day, is it just gonna break up and get worse? I kind of like more of the gripping, what's it called? I like the Plump Right Back Primer a little bit more. I don't think that this Marshmallow one is too... I don't think that the Marshmallow Primer is bad. I just think I would lean for that one more in like the winter time, I think. Because now that it's getting warmer in the desert, the heat is just melting everything off. So I'm a huge fan of like the gripping primers, and I think this will just be a product that I have to come back to in the wintertime. But the tint itself is also nice. Again, I just don't know if it's because it's on top of this primer or because of the setting spray or because of the highlighter that I used. It does have more of like, I don't know, my skin has like a dewy finish that it normally doesn't have, and I've used my normal setting powders and things that don't really have a dewy finish. But it's not bad. I think it looks really cute. It feels really nice on the skin. It doesn't feel heavy. Just looking at it, I can tell it's a little bit heavier than what I normally wear, but that's kind of what I was looking for. Let's talk about the lip product because I can already see my lips going like this. It could be the gloss, but I have a feeling it's this lip tint. The lip tint is very oily and it's just, it sticks together. I don't know, it's just a very oily kind of consistency. It's not my favorite kind of lip tint. I like something that's more like balm-like. This is just like a very oily balm. Like it's just kind of like Vaseline. Yeah, that makes a little bit more sense. It could also be the gloss, but I think that the gloss like just applied really nicely. I think if I paired the gloss with the lip liner, it would just give like a shine to my lip. I don't think it would be as tacky. So I'll just have to test that out. The product that I'm like the most happiest with, I think, is this Wonder Stick. I think this is really nice, especially for this time of year. It didn't feel really like heavy, creamy kind of finish. I feel like it set pretty quickly. And it's just a really nice shade, and it was really easy to get into the skin. Again, I'm not quite sure how I feel about the highlight because it doesn't really highlight in the traditional way. I don't know, I have this blush on top of it, and the way that it's catching the light looks really nice. I think maybe if you are on the more oilier side and you want to kind of fake a dewy finish but not use like too dewy of products, I think that highlight would be pretty nice. You do have to blend it out though, because if you just kind of like tap it in, it does have like this weird like pink cast to your face, and you might like that, but I don't know, I like my highlight to kind of look wet, not color. I don't know if that makes sense. And then the setting spray I think was nice. Didn't really have a scent or anything. Like my makeup feels pretty set on my skin. Nothing looks broken up really. Again, I'm just kind of worried about the primer because I can already see like my normal T-zone just kind of looking a little bit oily. But I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions down below. I don't know, I feel like Ulta's been getting some new things. What have you had your eyes on? And did you also think that this was a cream blush? Was I the only one duped? And if you enjoyed spending time with me today and you don't want to miss out on the next video, make sure to like that subscribe button down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.